Right, so hi and welcome to the presentation of HiveStreaming WebRTC for Microsoft. I'm Kristoffer Gustafsson, previously known as Kristoffer Gustafsson. Got married about a month ago at this point, which is the reason why I changed my name. And I'm happy to have you guys around here. Today we're going to speak about the WebRTC framework and the HiveStream technology that leverages the framework in order to do peer-to-peer video fragment propagation across corporate networks. The rise of WebRTC in corporate communication. First and foremost, so what is WebRTC? So the WebRTC framework is essentially an application framework that enables real-time communication in web applications. It's an open source project developed jointly by Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Mozilla, naturally with many more contributing to the project. It's available for every major OS as of right now, browsers, as well as the Teams application, which means that the prevalence of the technology itself is highly available. The HiveStream technology leverages the WebRTC framework to run the Hive agent inside a browser session of your chosen application in order to not only enable peer-to-peer network offloading of endpoint devices, enabling large-scale corporations to run streaming events on internal networks without having to invest in major upgrades to network egress bandwidths or causing any other kind of bottlenecks on the network itself. The Hive technology that is based upon the WebRTC technology essentially allows for all of this benefit to be leveraged by the corporate communications department and without having to actually deploy any additional software on the endpoint devices whatsoever. So why would you choose the HiveStreaming WebRTC technology? First and foremost, as I mentioned earlier, it's a serial deployment technology. The activation with the Microsoft platform is instantaneous, which means that all you have to do is change a few settings in the Microsoft Office 365 admin portal in regards to the Teams and Stream tenants in order to enable the HiveStream technology and make it work for you. The HiveStream technology comes in a couple of different flavors. First and foremost, the WebRTC agent itself that essentially allows for minimized network load on the egress point at the time of consumption of events. The other major benefit to this is also that in these circumstances that we are seeing right now, with a large portion of the workforce working from home, the Hive technology in itself, allows for the working from home users to actually generate an additional buffer as part of joining the event itself and consuming the event. Apologies. When it comes to the remainder of the Hive technology itself, the analytics platform, as well as the Hive technology allows for a market-leading analytics capability as well as a enablement process in order to allow for endpoint devices to actually consume events. The technology in itself allows for the Hive technology itself allows for market-leading analytics and capabilities that essentially allows the production department not only to improve the overall quality of experience of the attendees, but also allows for increased production values as a part of actually being able to engage the viewership engagement of the endpoint devices. So the HiveStream technology in itself actually allows for a zero deployment or a zero nose. Oh, apologies. Okay. So the Hive. There we go. Apologies for that. So in short summary, the HiveStream technology essentially allows for video propagation to be taken across or deployed across an entire corporation without having to deploy any dedicated software in order to enable the technology across the entire organization. It's completely OS independent. All it relies upon is a WebRTC-based browser of some sort, which entails any major browser available today, including Safari on Mac OS, Google Chrome, and Firefox. Also, the new version of Edge launched by Microsoft recently, which is also based on Chromium technology. The Hive technology in itself allows for minimized load on the network egress points and any potential bottlenecks within the network itself, and allows for a higher quality of experience across the entire viewership, regardless if they're working from home or working from a centralized office network. Finally, the HiveStream technology itself allows for detailed and advanced analytics capabilities, essentially allowing any of the producers of the events themselves to actually gauge the overall technical quality of experience of the event itself, but also gauge the quality of experience of any endpoint device, or the viewership engagement of the endpoint or of the events themselves, in order to improve upon the overall communications capabilities. And with that, I apologize for the blackout earlier, and I hope that you have a great day. Thank you.
No problem. Kristoffer, I've got some questions, if you don't mind. Right. So,
yeah, sure.
So this being what do you call a web-based solution, of course, there are no servers required. Now, so what will happen is maybe a CEO wants to have all hands with everyone. So he's in the office, and then he's got a single stream to your Hive infra, and the recording is then distributed from the Hive infra to the endpoints that are connected. Is that correct?
Actually, no. The Hive technology is a little bit different when it comes to that particular piece. So essentially, the Hive technology leverages the CDN that is associated with the Microsoft platform itself. So we leverage the Microsoft CDN as the endpoint, or where the endpoints actually fetch the fragments for propagation internally, which also means that the HiveStream technology in itself does not add any additional latency as a function of actually doing this video propagation itself, because none of the information is being stored intermittently somewhere else.
Okay. All right. So it's directly onto the Microsoft infra and then distributed. So how soon after the event would you be able to, I mean, the traffic on the endpoints that are connecting, is it a real-time traffic reports that you can see, or is it a post session that's when you are able to identify the number of endpoints and stuff like that?
Yes, so you get all of the information as a real-time dashboard as well.
All right.
Unfortunately, though, all of the data isn't isn't readily available in the real-time dashboard, which means that the overall information that you get as part of actually watching the real-time dashboard is a little bit more limited. But you get all of the basic information in terms of any devices experiencing quality of experience issues, what the video quality of the consumed video stream is on the endpoint devices, the number of viewers, and so on and so forth. So you still get all of the basic information around the event as part of utilizing the Hive technology. But post-event, you'll be able to process what we refer to as an insight report that'll give you detailed technical insight into what the quality of experience and the viewer engagement of the event was at the time of processing.
I see. Yes, that's right. So the limited real-time information would be sufficient for the producer or who's managing that that event to be able to assess that, hey, the number of viewers and the number of people who are having problems and stuff like that, right? With this video problems and stuff. So that overview is available during that session.
Oh yes, absolutely. So you get all of the necessary information that you need as a producer of the event itself from the real-time dashboard.
All right, all right. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so this is definitely new to me. So I know a little bit about how the Teams works with the CDN infra a bit, but not committed to memory. But yeah, so thank you for that explanation and stuff. It's a good one. So I think that's about it. So I think there are no other questions available. So I'm going to end this session. So I think that'll be all then.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.